It is important for our clients to understand that we are there for them, to support them, and not just today.
Now, this allows us to bring forward recommendations before issues become problems.
Welcome to today's episode of Inside the Mesh. I'm Diego Ramirez, and today I have the pleasure of introducing Shamsa Sachedina, the VP of Security Operations and Customer Success. Shamsa, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Diego. Pleasure to be here today, and I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Shamsa, from your perspective, why do you think customers choose Bell Cyber, and what keeps them with us long term?
Customers typically come to Bell Cyber because of our credibility, scale, and the depth of our cybersecurity expertise. There's a level of confidence that comes from working with a provider that can operate at the enterprise scale and handle complex environments. But what really keeps customers with us long term is how we deliver on that promise. It comes down to trust, consistency, and outcomes. We position ourselves as a partner, not just a provider, which means we align closely with their business priorities, risk and tolerance, and long-term goals. Now, a big part of that consistency is how we operate behind the scenes. Through capabilities like our Advanced Security Operations Center, we are able to provide continuous monitoring and coordinated response. But more importantly, we deliver that in a way that's predictable and reliable. Now, over time, that consistency builds trust. Customers know we are not just there for isolated moments, we are there every day, evolving with them. And that's really what drives long-term retention.
I agree with you, Shamsa, especially when it comes to consistency. It is important for our clients to understand that we are there for them, to support them, and not just today if they face an issue. Over the time, we need to be consistent on our practice and our operations.
That's right, Diego.
When customers first partner with Bell Cyber, what are the most common issues that they have, and how do we address those early on?
Most customers come in with a mix of urgency and uncertainty. They know the threat landscape is evolving, and in many cases, they feel like they don't have the full visibility in what's happening in the environment. Now, the biggest concern we hear are around visibility, response time, and trust. They want to know if we'll actually catch what matters and how quickly we'll respond, and whether they can rely on us when it counts. We address this by investing heavily in onboarding and alignment. We take time to understand the environment, define success criteria, and establish clear communication channels. We also focus on early value, whether it's identifying blind spots or improving detection and response workflows. We want customers to see tangible impacts quickly. Ultimately, it's all about replacing uncertainty and clarity and building trust from day one.
Correct. So building trust from day one is important because the moment they start seeing changes and improvements right away, it really changes the relationship with our clients, and then it helps us focus on future improvements and any other operational issues that may arise later on by having a really strong baseline and fundament of what we are doing.
That's right, Diego.
Customer success goes beyond just resolving issues on a daily basis. How do you and your teams ensure that the customers continuously see the value of the Bell Cyber services that they have acquired?
For us, customer success is about staying ahead, not just keeping up. If we are only reacting to incidents, we are not delivering the full value we are capable of. We take a proactive approach by continuously analyzing what's happening across customer environments, looking at trends, patterns, and areas of improvement. Now, this allows us to bring forward recommendations before issues become problems. We also focus on regular engagement, whether it's through reporting, strategic reviews, or ongoing discussion. We make sure customers understand how the security posture is evolving and where they should focus next. Now, importantly, we adapt. Our customers' environment are constantly changing, so our approach needs to evolve alongside them. At the end of the day, it's always about making sure that the customers feel like they are progressing and not just maintaining their security.
That's an important topic because we can not just rely on what the security strategies were 10 years ago. Security and cyber threats keep on evolving on a daily basis, so we need to stay ahead of all these bits and pieces of the evolution of cybersecurity attacks so that we protect our clients in the long run.
That's right, Diego.
In such a competitive cybersecurity landscape, what do you believe truly differentiates the Bell Cyber customer experience from other providers?
What really differentiates Bell Cyber is how we bring together technology, people, and operational discipline into a cohesive experience. We have strong capabilities, but it's how we deliver them that matters. Our teams are highly skilled, but also deeply focused on the customer experience. How we communicate, how we collaborate, and how we support customers day to day. Now, operational maturity is another key factor. We have well-defined processes, strong governance, and a culture of continuous improvement. That consistency creates a level of reliability that customers count on. And finally is the partnership mindset. We don't just deliver services, we work alongside our customers, helping them navigate complexity and making informed decisions.
So basically, we need not only a strong team and strong strategies, but also we need to make sure that the people behind those strategies are working together towards the same goal.
Right.
Can you share an example of a time Build Cyber helped a customer navigate through a complex security challenge and how that experience strengthened the relationship?
We worked with a customer who was dealing with a complex and involving threat scenario that required rapid coordination across multiple systems and teams. Our team was able to quickly identify and contain the threat, but what really made the difference was how we supported the customer throughout the process. We ensured they had clear, continuous communication and understood exactly what was happening at each stage. Now, capabilities like our security operations environment helped us correlate activity and prioritize response quickly, but it was the collaboration with the customer that really stood out. Now, after that incident, we conducted a detailed review, worked with them to strengthen their security posture moving forward. That experience reinforced trust because the customer saw how we operate under pressure, not just technically, but as a partner.
So that's where everything comes together: technology, processes, and people. Basically, when we have all of those working together, that's where the clients actually see the strength of our services and our products.
That's right, Diego.
During high-pressure situations or active incidents, how important are communications and transparency in maintaining customer trust, and how do you approach that?
In many cases, communication is just as important as the technical response during an incident. Customers need clarity. They need to understand what's happening, what's being done, and what to expect next. Even if all the answers are not immediately available, keeping them informed builds confidence. Now, our approach is always to communicate early, consistently, and transparently. We don't want to wait until everything is resolved. We bring customers along throughout the process. We also tailor communication depending on the audience, ensuring that both technical teams and the business leaders have the information they need in a way that's meaningful to them. Now, transparency builds trust, and that trust is what carries the relationship through the high-pressure situations.
That's such a strong point, because how you communicate in those moments often matters just as much as the outcome itself. Now, looking ahead, Shamsa, how do you see the role of customer success evolving in cybersecurity? And where does AI fit into that evolution for Bell Cyber?
So customer success is becoming increasingly strategic. It's no longer just about supporting services, it's about helping customers achieve broader business outcomes while managing risks effectively. Now we are seeing a shift towards more predictive and intelligence-driven approaches. Customers expect us to anticipate threat, provide insights, and guide them proactively. Now AI is playing a big role in enabling that shift. It allows us to process large volumes of data, identify patterns, and detect anomalies much faster than the traditional methods. But AI is only part of the equation. The real value comes from combining those insights with human expertise. People who can interpret, prioritize, and act on that information in a meaningful way. Now at Bell Cyber, we are focused on using that combination to deliver smarter, more proactive outcomes for our customers.
Shamsa, what makes you the proudest of the team that you're coaching at Bell Cyber?
I think the more important thing is about the organization structure that we have in our SOC, in our Security Operations Center. You know, the level of people, the level of expertise, that the team has developed. So that is something that we are really proud of.
Okay, so the people and the technical expertise
People-
working together.
Exactly.
Shamsa, why Bell Cyber?
So it's been 13 years for me at Bell Cyber. I feel that we have a sense of ownership. There's a strong team that we have created. We have the people, we have the processes, we have the technology, and I think cohesively they're all working well together.
Correct. Correct. So it's in your DNA basically.
I think it's in my blood now.
Thank you so much, Shamsa, for being part of this episode today.
Thank you, Diego, for the invitation, and I think we had a very good conversation.
Thank you, everyone, and see you next time.